Hi, we are the Kilburns. I'm Ria.
And I'm Dick.
And we grow giant pumpkins. And this is one of them in the patch.
So we've been growing since 2006, and we started with about 100-pound, 150-pound pumpkins, and just have been working up from there. We just do them mostly for fun, but we do take them to competitions. And when the season's over, we take them out in the front yard and carve them, and so more people can enjoy them.
It's fun.
Yeah, we do it for fun.
We have a good time, and so we hope that you enjoy seeing some of our fun displays that we've had over the past years, and watch how we actually lift the pumpkin out of the garden and what happens at a weigh-off. So enjoy the video. Every year we have to make a decision about what seed we want to plant in the garden. Once we've decided what seeds to plant, we start them in the spring in the house under a grow light, and we watch how fast they grow and just really take care of them in the house. Then in the spring, when it's time to go outside to plant them in the ground, we actually put berry heaters in the ground, in the dirt, so that the soil will stay warm, and just wait for the plant to start growing. Once it grows out, you pollinate it, and then hopefully that one will take, and if it doesn't take, we have to do it again. So determining when we're going to actually pull the pumpkin out of the patch is when the weigh-offs start. And typically we usually wait until the end of September or October. The Puyallup Fair is early September, and our pumpkins are never big enough to do anything at the fair, so we wait. When you're lifting the pumpkin out of the patch, it's really kind of scary because you're nervous about whether the pumpkin is damaged on the bottom of the pumpkin. So when you're getting ready to lift it, we pull it up and we inspect the bottom of the pumpkin to make sure that it's okay, has no critters living in it, there's not any disease on the pumpkin, and then it's ready to go to lift and put it in the truck and haul it off to the weigh-off. It's always exciting when you're at the weigh-off because you sit and wait for everybody to come with their pumpkins in the back of the truck, and everyone has worked so hard all year long. And it's just an exciting time for growers to get together and meet up at these weigh-offs. And what happens before the pumpkin even gets to the scale, there are judges that go around and look at all them pumpkins and inspect them and do measurements on them. And with the measurements that they have, they place the pumpkin in the order that they think it will finish. So usually the lighter pumpkins start at the very beginning of the weigh-off, and then it's just the build-up for the crowd and for the growers to think, well, this pumpkin should weigh 500 pounds, but guess what? It weighed 600. So then that moves that person up in line. That did happen to us when we were taking our pumpkin in 2009 to the weigh-off down in Central Market and Shoreline. And our pumpkin was scheduled to be 5th. And they put it on the scale, and it topped out at 1,355 pounds, which was amazing. And the other pumpkins that were to be weighed after us all came under that, so we ended up in first place that year. And with that pumpkin, it actually weighed 35% heavier than it showed on the chart, which was really exciting. And when we cut open that pumpkin, everybody wanted to have a seed because of the genetics of that seed. So that was an exciting time, and that's what's fun about weigh-offs, because you never know. So if you're ever around, come to a weigh-off. So this year with COVID, a lot of way-offs were called off, and our local nursery, Christensen's Nursery, has just been doing the way-offs for about 10 years, and they decided they wanted to go ahead and support the pumpkin growers. And so we just had growers and the immediate families, and we were separated in a parking lot over at Christensen's and did the way-off. Again, it was still exciting with people seeing other growers, but it was kind of sad not to have the crowd there. Our pumpkin at Christensen's came in third place at 810 pounds. And then Christopherson Farm over on Camino Island usually has a big pumpkin event, and decided to let some growers weigh their pumpkins there. And so we got to take a squash that we grew, and that weighed in at 513 pounds, and it won first place in the squash division this year. And our pumpkin came in fifth at 693 pounds. So those are the two weigh-offs that we went to this year, and we look forward to having a lot more weigh-offs to go next year, and hopefully bigger pumpkins. So after the weigh-off, if you place in the top three, your pumpkin usually stays at the site where the weigh-off is. And actually this year our pumpkin, since it was in third place at Christensen's, the sponsor was the co-op in Mount Vernon. So our pumpkin has been at the co-op for people to see. So that's really exciting. We'll be picking that pumpkin up because we want to get the seeds out of it, and we'll bring it home and we'll display it out in our front yard this year. And every year we never know how many pumpkins we're going to have as far as the giants, and what they're going to be, and we come up with a theme, and it fits the pumpkins usually. And it's really a lot of fun. And so we're getting ready right now this week to have a great display for Anacortes, and we have discovered that we have fans that come from Mount Vernon and Cedar Woolley, and they love to come and see what we put in the yard. So come by and you'll have a great time either staying in your car looking at the pumpkins, or maybe getting out and wandering around a little bit.
I hope you enjoyed the video, and hope to see you at our display here in our front yard
On Halloween Day. So everybody come by 3602 M Avenue, and happy Halloween!